I'm Hannah. I'm a tutor at Sky Academy, and we are looking at statistical analysis within the Year 11 standard course. And we're looking at relative frequency and probability, which comes under the MSS2 subtopic. So in this video, we're going to have a look at frequency tables and how to construct a frequency table. So a frequency table is used to display data in a very easy and organized way. So if one data point, say for example 17, is represented in a set of data once, you can show that through a frequency table by saying 1, 1. So although the data value of 17 is very easy to spot in a set of data, for example, this 3 set of data here, say we had lots of data points, it's very hard to see how many times a data point occurs within a data set. For example, number 20 here occurred 7 times. It had a frequency of 7. So using a frequency table is a very easy way to just visually see how many times a data point is occurring within a data set. So if we have a look at the blue box here, it says the step 1 is scores or outcomes are listed in the first column in ascending order. Ascending order just means getting bigger. So that means in the score column, which is our first column, we will have a smaller number up the top and getting bigger as it goes down. Our next column will be our tally column, which records the count of the number times of the score occurred. And we need to record the tally in groups of 5. So if you've had a look at previous videos in MSS1, we talked about tallying, and we talked about how tallies are what prison people use in movies. So if you ever see a movie and someone's in prison in that movie, they might record how long they've been in prison or in jail by doing tallies on the prison walls. And they do that in groups of 5. So you do 4 straight vertical dashes. Then when you get to your 5th one, you do a diagonal dash. And you continue that along for however many times the score or the data point occurs within the data set. Then the third and final column is our frequency column, which is the total count of each outcome, which is just the tally, the same number as the tally, but in numbers instead of tallies. So 1 tally will give us a frequency of 1, 6 tallies give us a frequency of 6, etc. So now we know a frequency table has the score or the outcome or the data point, the tally in the second column, and then the frequency in the third column. Let's have a go at doing a question. So here, this question says, make a frequency table for the data below. So what we're going to do is construct a table. So we need 3 columns. And in the first column, we are going to have our score or our outcome. In the second column, we'll have our tally. And lastly, we'll have our frequency, which I'm just going to put as F. Now, if you remember, the characteristics of the score column was that it was getting in ascending order. So from smallest number to the largest number. So when we have a look at our data set, we have to make sure that the data points we put into the score column are from the smallest to the largest. So if we run our eyes over the data set, we can see that the smallest number is 3. Then we have a 4, a 5, a 6. We don't have a 7. We do have an 8. We have a 9. We have an 11 and a 17. that is getting bigger as we go down the table. So now we can have a look at the tally. So when we go, we'll start at 3 and we run our eyes over the data set and we see how many times number 3 occurs. So number 3 is here, so that's 1, and here, so that's 2 tallies and a frequency of 2. Then we'll do the same for number 4. We have a 4 here, so that's 1, 4 here, 2, a 4 here, 3, and a 4 here, 4. So we have a tally of 4 and a frequency of 4. Now we'll do the same for 5. So we have 5 here, that's 1, and 5 here, 2, and 5 here, 3. So that's frequency of 3. Number 6, we have 1 6, we have 2 6, and we have 3 6s. So 1, 2, 3, 3. 8, we have 1 8. We have 2 8, we have 3 8s again, so another frequency and tally of 3. Now we'll do 9. We have only 1 9, so a frequency of 1. 11, we have 1, 2, 3 again, so 3 11s. And then 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how you do a frequency table. You remember that the scores go from the smallest score to the biggest score in the first column. Then you have your tally in groups of 5 in the second column. And then you have your frequency in terms of numbers in the frequency column. One thing that I will say is very helpful is to cross off your numbers like we did here as you go along, so you can keep track of what data points you have put into your table and what data points you still need to cross off. For example, if you miss one, you'll see that it doesn't have a cross through it, and then you can go and change your tally or change your frequency.